My name is Lindsay Whorton. I'm from Independence, Missouri, and I am in Finland conducting research on teachers' unions. I had two friends who had done a Fulbright previously, one in Costa Rica and one in Nepal. And so that kind of put the idea on my radar, and I was pretty interested in getting back to Finland, and the Fulbright provided an opportunity to spend a significant period of time there. I was reaching the end of my doctorate, and so Finland was going to be a case in my research. But the great thing is that I think the case study is going to be much richer because I've had 9 months instead of probably the 1 or 2 or 3 that I would have spent. So it was great timing in terms of moving forward research that I was already doing, but really adding value to the richness of it. So I look at some problems in the US context and looking at teachers' unions, and they're viewed as an obstacle to a lot of education reforms in the US. And there's a lot of American exceptionalist thinking about a lot of policy areas, including education. But I started to realize as you look at other systems around the world that unions don't operate in the same kind of way, and started asking questions about how unions think of themselves differently, how they behave differently, and how they're built into institutions differently. And so it's a really kind of great testing field for examining other approaches, because we're aware that we have a problem in the US, but I don't think looking more closely at the problem is the best way to find a solution. And so Finland is a great example of a country where you have a strong union that's flexible and has designed some really interesting solutions. It's certainly been a really interesting cultural experience. I love the way the Finns write about personhood, and also I think the political values that underpin the policy decisions that they make are really clear, and it's clear that they impact those small choices, and the emphasis on consensus and trust in those societies I think is really valuable.